Hi guys, I know that some of you are wondering what is going to happen with the season and if I'm going to be fit when we come back. What can I do at home to stay fit and to get some touches on the ball? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some exercises that you can follow at home. You don't need a big space to work, just to be current, just to be fit, just to get some touches on the ball. If you want to work on anything specific, just let me know, send me a text message, send me an email, and I can set up a plan for you, right? So to begin with, we're gonna start on a simple warm up. We're gonna do toe taps for about a minute and a half. We're gonna keep the ball in front of us, eyes forward, and make sure you set your timer. It's gonna be about a minute and a half of work. Once we are done with toe taps, what we're gonna proceed on is we're gonna do some pull and push with the inside part of the foot. So you're gonna do about a minute with your right foot when you pull with the bottom part of your right foot and push with the inside. Now we're gonna add some rhythm to it. So what is expected from you is that you bouncing in between touches. It's gonna be one. It's a nice and easy pass with the inside. You continue for a minute, and then you switch to the left. Same thing. Pull and push. Push with the inside. Again, you do 1 minute with your right foot, 1 minute with your left. After we do a pull and push with the inside part of the foot, now we're gonna push with a little bit of our laces. What is recommended in here, make sure you hear the sound of the ball once you hit it with your laces. It's nice and easy, very short, but make sure there's a separation between the ball and your feet. So I'm gonna do with the right foot. I do about 1 minute with my right foot, and same thing on the other side, 1 minute with my left foot. So let's get to move a little bit more. Let's go sideways now, and what it's gonna look like is I'm gonna roll the ball across my body once or twice, depending on the space that you have available at home. After I roll it once or twice, I'm gonna shuffle the ball side to side. Once I shuffle the ball side to side, I go back the same direction I came from. It's gonna be, we're gonna work for about a minute and a half. So I'm gonna go slow motion first. So I roll the ball across my body, inside, inside, roll the ball across my body, inside, inside, roll the ball across my body, inside, inside. So it's gonna look like this. 1, 2. Again, you work for about a minute and a half, all right? And then we move on to the next exercise we're gonna start pushing the ball with the outside part of our foot, bringing the ball back in, pushing with my left, bringing the ball back in. The idea of doing all this work is that you work equally right and left foot. So what I call this exercise is a V-shape exercise skill, where I push, slow motion is gonna look like this. I push, bring it back, push with the outside, bring it back, push with the outside, bring it back, okay? It's up to you how fast you go. My recommendation is start slow, get used to the exercise, and then challenge yourself to go as quick as possible. So it will look like this a little bit. You challenge yourself and work at your own speed. The idea is that every day that you do the workout, you go a little bit faster. Since we already start covering a little bit of distance on our workouts, what is gonna happen now, I'm gonna use a square not bigger than this. If you do not have cones to work at home, use a water bottle, just put a t-shirt on the ground, whatever you have available is gonna do the trick. Now, if you do have more space than this, go ahead and increase the space if you need to. So what it's gonna look like is, out of my square, I'm gonna pick a corner. So I'm gonna start on the bottom left of my corner. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dribble forward, come back, diagonal, come back, sideways, come back. And I'm gonna do every single exercise twice. So I'm gonna go right foot, come back, right foot. Go left foot, come back, left foot. Right foot, come back, right foot, left foot, and so on. So the first one is gonna look like this. You're just gonna use the bottom part of your shoe, where you're gonna go forward without losing control of the ball. And then I'm gonna do the same thing, left foot, okay? For the sake of time, not gonna show you going every single cone. So the next one, what it's gonna look like, I do the same thing, going around, right foot, come back, going again, left foot, come back. Now I go to the side, right foot, around, come back, go around, left foot, and come back, right? I'm gonna cover every single corner. What that means is, exercise 1, I start on this cone. Exercise 2, I'm gonna start on this cone, going sideways, going diagonal, going straight, all right? I'm gonna do the same thing on this cone, and then I'm gonna do the same thing on the bottom right cone. So that means you're gonna do the exercise 4 times. Next thing that we're gonna do, just to add a little bit more touches to the previous exercise, is the same sequence, going forward, back. So that means going forward, right foot, back, going forward, left foot, back, diagonal back, sideways back. But this time we're only gonna use the outside part of our foot. So if I'm going around the first cone, I'm gonna use the outside part of my right foot, come back to the beginning of it, and then I'm gonna use my left foot. So I'm gonna go around left foot, and come back to the beginning. I did my going forward, now I need to go diagonal. So it's gonna be the same thing, right foot, come back to the same place, again, without touching the cone. And I'm gonna do the same thing, going left foot, right foot, left, and again, it's gonna be a sequence of 4 sets, since you have to start every time on a different cone. Next thing that we're gonna be working on, we're just gonna pass with the inside part of the foot a little bit. Just switching the point of attack, using right and left foot, simple 2 touches exercise. If you do not have a wall where you can play against, you can just set up a chair or some sort of bench if you have some. If not, have mom and dad on the side, have a sister or brother to help you out. It's simple as a pass, I receive with one, pass with the other one, receive, pass, receive, pass, receive, pass, receive, pass, receive, pass, receive, pass. Now, what it is, we have to increase the rhythm as you get confident with it. But make sure you do not lose the technique in terms of firm pass with the inside part of your foot, and also the receiving has to be with the inside part of your foot. Similar to the exercise that we just did on receiving with the inside, passing with the inside part of your foot, it's gonna be the same in terms of I'm gonna receive with the inside, and then I'm gonna play laces. So receive with the inside, play laces, receive with the inside, play laces, and then we're gonna increase the pace. We're gonna increase the pace. I'm hitting the ball with the laces, I'm hitting the ball with the laces, and I'm hitting the ball with the laces after every stoppage with the inside part of the foot. It's important that you pay attention to your form. Do not try to go full speed right away. Get confident, get used to the exercise. We're gonna continue working on our footwork. Make sure that we move quick enough to get to the ball before a second bounce. So what it's gonna do is I'm gonna be jogging with my laces. I'm gonna take a touch, let it bounce, take a touch, let it bounce, take a touch, let it bounce. I'm gonna move my feet as quick as possible in between. What I'm gonna ask you is to keep the ball not higher than your hips. All right, that will push you to react quicker and move your feet a little bit quicker. So it's gonna look like this. I'm gonna use my laces, quick in between, 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 quick in between. All right. So it's quick feet. What I want you also to pay attention is your form on helping yourself out with the movement, the mechanics of the running. Make sure you help yourself with your arms. Do not keep your arms next to your body. Add the movement to it, okay? It's about, I would say go for 1.5 minutes, see how that works. If you get too tired, reduce to 1 minute. If it's light work for you, increment by 30 seconds. So what's gonna happen now is we work a little bit on our feet, we work on passes, we work on a little bit of speed and agility. What's gonna happen now is we're gonna work on the rest of our body. We're gonna work a little bit on our core. So again, including our soccer ball, we're gonna do some push-ups that we're gonna shuffle the ball one side, come back the other side. It's gonna be about, if you do 12 repetitions, that will put 6 on each side, about 3 sets of it. So while I start with this, I'm gonna put myself on a push-up position where I start with the ball on my right. Make sure you keep your core tight. So I go down. When I come up, I shuffle the ball to the other side. Come down, the other side, up, the other side, up, the other side. So again, you're gonna do about 12 repetitions. If you can go 14, go 14. And then it's gonna be 3 sets of the same. And continue working on our core. We're gonna continue doing some push-ups, working on our abs by bringing our foot up, using the soccer ball on the activity. So what it's gonna look like is I'm gonna start on the push-up position. I'm gonna put the ball on my shin, on my right foot, very close to my foot. So I'm gonna set up my starting point as a push-up. So I go down. When I come up, I roll the ball in, keeping my core tight. And when I go down, I extend my leg, bring it in. When I go up, down, extend my leg, bring it in, core tight. So you're gonna do 10 on your right foot. You're gonna do 10 on your left foot. Our last exercise of the day is gonna be similar to the previous one, but instead of alternating right and left foot, we're gonna use both feet together coming in as a crunch, going out on an extension when I go down on a push-up. So my setup is gonna be similar, where I put the ball using both feet now. So I start on a push-up position. I extend when I go down. When I come up, I bring it in. I extend when I go down. Bring it in when I come back up. Down, extend, up, crunch. Down, extend, up, crunch.